Today we're going to be testing 3 different oil additives with the Predator engines. We're going to be using Mobil synthetic, Mobil 530 in the base and all the engines.
We're going to be testing our PROLUBE oil additive, Lucas heavy duty stabilizer, and Marvel mystery oil synthetic to see which one lasts the longest.
Hope proof's in the pudding. We're going to break in all these motors for 3 hours, all using the Mobil 1 oil.
Then we're going to be mixing each oil additive per their ratio on the back of the container with Mobil 1 for 3 hours.
And we'll run them dry till they self-destruct and see which additive lasts the longest. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
We're going to be using Mobil 1 5W30. The oil capacity of these Predator motors is half a quart, so we're going to be doing 16 ounces. There it is. All right, now we're gonna fill them up with gas. We got 87, which is what it calls for. Okay, now we just got some good old brake cleaner wiping off them shafts, and we're gonna stick some red duct tape on there just to show you guys that the motors are running. Okay, so all the Predator motors are prepared. We put the tape on the shafts, we filled them up with 87 gas, and we also got each one with the 5W30 Mobil 1 oil, and they're all ready to be broken in. The break-in period for these are 3 hours, so let's go ahead, start them up, and start this test. Okay, so this concludes the 3-hour break-in period for the Predator 212cc motors.
Now we're going to drain the oil and mix each oil additive to the ratio and run them for 3 hours.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, now we're gonna tilt it over to try to get all the remaining oil out of each of these. See if there's any left. Yeah, there's a little bit. Now what we're going to do is start mixing each of the oil additives per their treatment ratios, and then we're going to throw them each back into the motors and run that for another 3 hours, and all the additives are nice and soaked into the metal and all that good stuff. And then it's going to be time for the final test. So let's get to mixing. Starting off with Lucas heavy duty oil stabilizer. It calls for 20% of the engine's oil capacity. These motors take 16 ounces, so we're going to start with 12.8 ounces of Mobil 1. Okay. A little bit above the 12 there, and the remainder is going to be with the Lucas. Okay, 16 ounces. Gonna go ahead and mix this up. Lucas is nice and mixed. Can you go ahead and set that beside the Lucas motor? Now we're gonna do the Marvel Mystery Oil Synthetic. That calls for 10% of the motor's oil capacity, which comes out to 2 ounces of Marvel Mystery Oil. So we're gonna do 14 ounces of the Mobil 1. Now let's go ahead and open up the Marvel Mystery Oil. There we go. And we're gonna fill this up to the 16 ounce mark. So 2 ounces of Marvel Mystery. Okay. right at 16 ounces there. And last but not least, we're gonna do the PROLUBE oil treatment. So again, the max treatment ratio of PROLUBE is going to be at 10% of the engine's oil capacity. So let's go ahead and put 14 ounces of Mobil 1 in. And now let's fill it up to 16 ounces. And that's right there at 16 ounces. So let's go ahead and mix it up. There you go. And lastly, the control, we can't forget about that. So we got to fill that up just to 16 ounces. The control is just going to be the Mobil 1 motor oil 5W30. Mobil 1, the control right there, 16. All right, we are good to go, sir.
First, we're gonna go with the control. Regular Mobil 1. Now we're gonna go with the PROLUBE mixture. Now the Lucas Mobil 1 mixture. Okay. Now Marvel Mystery Oil Synthetic mixed with Mobil 1. Fill all of these back up with fuel.
Okay, we are all set and ready to go. Now it's time to finally test the oil additives. We're gonna let these bad boys break in for another 3 hours, mixed per their treatment ratio with the Mobil 1 5W30. Let's go ahead and crank them over and run these for 3 hours. Okay, we're about 60 minutes in and we're taking a temperature test to see what these motors are running at. The Mobil 1 control motor is running at about 255 degrees. The PROLUBE oil treatment motor is running at 231 degrees. The Lucas heavy duty motor is running at around 234 degrees. And lastly, the Marvel Mystery Oil Synthetic motor is running at a whopping 260 degrees. That's 5 degrees above the control. Okay, it's been 3 hours since we ran all the oil additives in each of the Predator motors, and now that they've been broken in, and what we're going to do now is drain them all out and take the oil sensor and unplug it on each one so that the motors will be allowed to run till self-destruction. And then we're also going to take out the oil drain plug and the dipstick, tape it to the top of the motor, and see which oil additive lets the Predator motors last the longest. See what happens.
Alright, we're going to take apart the oil sensor.
Okay, all the oil sensors are unplugged. There we go. We're going to go ahead and finish draining them out here. Oh, easy. What's slipping? What's slipping? Alright. Should be good. Alright, let's do it.
Here we go. The moment you guys have been waiting for.
And Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer is the first one to seize up, coming in right at 3 minutes. This next motor kind of went out with a bang. Marvel Mystery Oil Synthetic blowing out at 4 minutes and 17 seconds. This next one shocked us all. The fact that Mobil 1 lasted longer than the Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer and the Marvel Mystery Oil Synthetic blew all of our minds.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! PROLUBE, baby!
And now there only leaves one motor still running, and that is the PROLUBE Oil Treatment motor. We cannot believe what's happening. PROLUBE has outlasted Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer, Marvel Mystery Oil Synthetic, and of course, the Mobil 1 control motor.
Wow. There's the results right there before your eyes, folks. Motor oil alone is not enough. PROLUBE outlasted Mobil 1, Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer, and Marvel Mystery Synthetic Oil. Right there's the proof. Get yourself a can of PROLUBE oil and protect your motor and all your components at PROLUBEOil.com. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Papa ain't here to say it, but proof is in the pudding.
Right there, guys.
Let's go.
Proof's in the pudding. Real motor test right there. Wow. That surprised me. We honestly had no idea what the results of this test was going to be. This was just an experiment for us to see the potential of PROLUBE. And I mean, the look is on our faces. Like, we didn't expect any of this to happen, but I feel like I'm giving a NASCAR interview. We put in the work. We put in all the hours. Like, Mom, I hope you're proud of me.
Like,
we made it to the Cup Series. And
we just won the Daytona 500.
I want to go fast.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Woo! You know where you can get this stuff at?
PROLUBEOil.com, baby.
Let's
Proof
go.
is in the pudding.
Yes.
Check it out.